All right, so welcome to part 2 of this particular video or this particular series where we are discussing about suicidal ideation, suicidal thoughts, suicidal tendencies, and how to prevent. Ultimately, the objective of me making these videos and sharing it with you all is how to prevent an individual, how to prevent individuals from all of these negative thoughts, tendencies, and acts. All right. So let's begin with the topic of what are the symptoms of suicidal ideation, suicidal thoughts, and suicidal tendencies. See, it's very important, like for you who is watching this video, to understand and note that individuals who is or are suffering from suicidal thoughts and tendencies, suicidal ideation, it means they feel, such individuals, they feel that there is no way to solve their problems and that committing suicide is the only way to end their pain. This is the majority or the major thing, the major thought that continuously, frequently whirlpools in an individual's mind who are or who is going through all of these. You have to know about it. A person, or you can say an individual who suffers from suicidal thoughts, suicidal tendencies, suicidal ideation, may show the following signs of symptoms. So, this is what you need to understand. Feeling or appearing to feel trapped or hopeless, feeling intolerable emotional pain, being preoccupied with violence, dying thoughts, having intense mood shifts, constantly thinking about revenge or guilt or shame, experiencing agitation or a heightened state of anxiety, experiencing high or extreme negative changes in personality, daily routine, or sleep patterns, increasing use of alcohol or tobacco consumption, indulgence and addiction to illegal and abusive drugs, engaging in risky behavior, that is driving carelessly, etc., etc., getting their affairs in order and giving things away, getting hold of a gun or a firearm or substances that can end life, experiencing depression or panic attacks or impaired concentration, that too on a very intense level, mid to intense level. You have to understand all of these waves, intense, the intensity of waves you have to understand. Continuously or frequently isolating themselves, they always face loneliness, talking about being a burden to others. So such individuals, many of the times, they will feel and they will let other people know that how they are a burden to everybody, to a burden to everyone. So they will talk on such pessimistic terms, experiencing psychomotor or psychomotor, however you want to pronounce it, agitation, that is a feeling of anxious restlessness that causes a person to make sudden body movements without meaning to. All right, these are called psychomotor agitations. Saying goodbye to others as though it were the last time they are saying this. experiencing a loss of enjoyment in previously pleasurable activities such as eating, exercise, social interactions, etc. Experiencing severe remorse and self criticism, talking about suicide or dying. They are such individuals, they also openly talk about it sometimes or many a times, expressing regret about being alive or ever having been born. So these are the common symptoms that you should know, that you should take a note of, all right, so that it will help you to understand and it will help you to gauge, right, that is whether an individual is suffering from suicidal thoughts and suicidal tendencies, suicidal ideation. So these are the common or the general, the most popular symptoms. Sometimes symptoms can even go beyond this particular all of these pointers, but I'm talking to you in a way that you should know at least about the common or the most found out symptoms in such individuals. Now let's understand what are the suicide warning signs. A person who is suffering from suicidal thoughts, suicidal tendencies, they it is not necessary that they have to display every possible warning sign in order to indicate that they are at risk of committing suicide. A single warning sign is enough that other people, the surrounding people, should be aware of, or it should be a signal that other people should make a note of, to come to a conclusion that some individual might be at risk. All right, so this you have to be very, very careful of. Don't wait for a particular individual to show multiple symptoms or multiple warning signs. Even if you are seeing, noticing, observing even one particular warning sign or symptom, whatever I will be sharing right now, the warning signs or whatever I had shared about the symptoms, if you come to know, if you observe only one also, then also you should be knowing that the individual who is displaying, operating from that particular symptom or a particular warning sign most probably will be at risk. So you should get caution, all right? So suicidal warning signs are categorized under three categories, or they are categorized under 3 points: verbal signs, behavioral signs, mood signs. All right, SIGNS. What I mean, a person considering suicide, I'm talking about the verbal sign right now. What are the verbal warning signs? A person considering suicide may talk about ending their life or express feelings of loneliness, hopelessness. Some common verbal warning sign includes talking about suicide, expressing a desire to die, talking about a specific suicide plan, saying that they feel like a burden to others, expressing rage or a desire to seek revenge, vengeance, expressing feeling of entrapment, talking about depression or pain being unbearable. All right, so these are the common verbal warning signs. Now what are the common behavioral warning signs? A person considering suicide may show their intentions in indirect and non-verbal ways. All right. So some common behavioral warning signs that correlate with the risk of suicide includes giving away possessions. Whatever such individuals have, you will see that they are suddenly giving away everything that they have to others out of no reason, out of no meaning. Extreme and disturbing changes in sleep and eating habits. Engaging in self-harm. Exploring suicide methods. Reaching out to loved ones, known ones, to say goodbye as if they are saying it for the very last time. Writing a suicide note. Ignoring hobbies that they used to enjoy. Withdrawing from daily routines such as going to school, college, work, social interactions, etc. So these were the common behavioral warning signs. Now, what are the common mood warning signs, or simply put, what are the common mood signs which indicates that an individual might be at risk of committing suicide? They might be at risk of suffering from suicidal ideation. So changes in a person's mood may also indicate that they are thinking about or they are planning to commit suicide. Some mood related warning signs include. Now it's important to note that whatever I will be telling you right now, such mood related warning signs are either sudden or a gradual change in that person, or there are gradual changes in that person which greatly vary from their normal and typical mood. All right. So there are some gradual negative changes. So what are the mood related warning signs? Psychotic symptoms such as appearing disconnected from reality or believing in things that does not exist in reality. Extreme anger or agitation. Hopelessness, despair or apathy. Depression or anxiety. Shame or humiliation. Loneliness or isolation. Extreme mood swings. Again, feeling like they are a burden to others, to the entire world. So such are the mood related behavior or mood related warning signs. All right. So this is what I wanted to discuss in this particular part. In the next part or in the next video, I will discuss about what is a passive suicidal ideation, and I will start with the topic of what are the causes for suicidal ideation, suicidal thoughts, and suicidal tendencies. So these are the topics that I will be taking up in the next part of this particular video. So please tune in to the next part.